Well, there's always a special feeling when Hamzat Chimаев makes the walk, whether at welterweight or at middleweight. This man has proven to be a real problem and really has lived up to all the hype and then some, dating to his 2020 UFC debut.
It's so hard for you to meet expectation, much less exceed it.
Right.
Hamzat Chimаев has exceeded the expectations set for him when he made his UFC debut. He has been nothing short of a buzzsaw, just going through guys at a rate that not anyone could have expected. What a fantastic fighter we get to watch every time we see Hamzat in the octagon.
And of course, many people harken back to the Gilbert Burns fight in 2022, the consensus fight of that year in which Chimaev was challenged and still rose to the occasion. We'll see how he fares tonight. All right, here's the top 5 welterweight contender, Belal, remember the name Muhammad. And I pause at calling him an overachiever, but there were a lot of people who didn't necessarily think that this man was going to vault into the top 5 and be the factor that he has become in one of the UFC's deepest divisions.
Well, when you're this committed, when you are so committed to your craft, and you have an iron will that you will be something special, you can accomplish anything. That's Belal Muhammad. When you talk to him, you get a sense that this guy believes that he's the best in the world. He doesn't believe it, though. He applies the work ethic to it to make himself and give himself a chance. It has allowed for him to be exactly where he is today.
And now he believes he might just be one win away from his first shot at the UFC title. We'll see how it goes for Muhammad tonight. And now our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Hamzat Chimaev. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Belal, remember the name, Muhammad.
And there's Herb Dean. He will handle the action inside the octagon. All right, here we go. Another big night for the MMA leader from Las Vegas, Nevada's T-Mobile Arena. Been a lot of seminal moments in this building. I can think of one.
It was a big one for me at UFC 226. But John, also UFC 200. I got this man across the cage from Anderson Silva in that arena. This is a place where big fights happen. And tonight, you get to stand amongst the legends at the T-Mobile Arena.
Now a takedown attempt. It is not there, and not a ton behind it. Strong hook lands. Takedown defense holds up. Oh, how about the judo toss there? It's not as easy as it looks, I can assure you. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Lands the ground and pound strike.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position. Oh, he got to a spot.
If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move. You got to shrimp. You got to get up and...
Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten.
Really maximizing his shots here on the ground.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Oh, he's got it locked in.
He's got that arm triangle deep. This has got to be the end of the fight. Go. facing the mat. What a beautiful display of submission defense.
Oh, nice combination of ground and pound here by Muhammad. All right, it's a good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yeah.
Under a minute to go in our opening round. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Belal Muhammed.
Great submission defense on display tonight. Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
Big right hook there by the champ.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Muhammad. That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one.
Listen, I need you to go out there, and I want you to do more of that. Let's set up those takedowns with your strike.
All right, that's the end of the round as we show you some of the highlights over those 5 minutes. Really a clinic when it comes to the ground and pound.
Yeah, man, this is what you're taught. When you're learning to become a ground and pound fighter, you want to do it exactly like he did. Gain posture, have height, control hands and wrists. Land strikes, don't throw too many, throw just enough, control, throw again, control. He did it perfect.
Ready.
All right, let's get to round two. So at long last, he finally lands his first takedown after several failed attempts. You knew coming in that he was going to stay committed to the takedown, kept on trying, and finally got him to the ground. Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job.
Oh, right into mount.
Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. Muhammad gets up, he is back on the feet. Looked like he was in a submissive state on the ground, but he worked hard there to get back to the feet.
Notice the drive. Look at how they drive the knee right into the midsection.
Oh! Big shots exchanged in the pocket there.
Oh, guillotine here.
Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, and the submission defense wins this transition. He's setting up a submission attempt.
Oh, that looks tight. Oh, he is out. How good is that?
That is phenomenal submission defense by this young man.
Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. Chimaev's in half guard now.
He is getting lit up. His face already has a big old cut on the side. There it is. Now he's on the mount.
All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
1.5 minutes now to go in round two. All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter. Muhammad's in half guard.
He's in the mount.
And right into side control. All right, north-south position now, DC. We'll see how he chooses to advance from here. Chimaev's right back to the full mount here. Final seconds here. Chimaev's eye starting to swell now. All right, so the round is over. You see, obviously, the fighter has a cut on his cheek sustained in that round, but better to be below the eye than above it. The cut man is in there trying to close it up. Well, if you're the replay guy, a lot to like in that previous round. A lot of damage being inflicted.
Yeah, I mean, and look at the swelling now, John. He wasn't doing what he needed to do to move his head, and he's paying for it. You cannot allow for an elite-level mixed martial artist to connect at that rate and think that you will not be wearing the damage. He's wearing it now. I'm interested to see what changes he makes to give himself an opportunity.
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
All right, here we go with this third round of this championship fight. Oh, strong punch there by Hamzat Chimаev. Well, you didn't see a lot of the body work from him in the earlier rounds, but he's certainly getting after it here. Big shot to the body connects there. We'll see if he can follow it up. Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Belal Mukhammad.
Great job landing from the top position. He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
And now he's got the back.
Oh, right to the mouth. He's got to start throwing down.
Just over 3 minutes to go. All right, so there it is again. He's been very efficient with his ground and pound striking game tonight.
And now they're starting to pile. He's starting to pile them together. Punch after punch is starting to land in the top position.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Chimaev.
Now he's going full mount. I mean, at this point, you just have to do something. You know, you have to maybe start trying to pull guard, grab him, pull him into you to try to change it and get him in your realm where you have the advantage. He's got to be careful here.
Bottom fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
Good work from the top here by Hamzat Chimаev. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. All right, less than a minute here to go now in round 3. Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. Final seconds of round 3. Lands the grounded pound strike here. All right, 3 rounds down, potentially 2 more to go. We are headed to the championship rounds.
It's okay. He's getting to your body, though. Let's get our elbows a little bit tighter this time. Throw your combinations.
You ready to fight? You ready?
4th round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go with our 4th round of a possible 5, and a lot of fighters change up their training camp when they're fighting 5 rounds versus 3.
Yeah, you got to change it up. You have to mix things up because fighting for an extra 10 minutes is not normal. Guys don't do this normally. It's a 15-minute fight, so you have to do things physically and also mentally to make sure that you're ready to go that extra 10 minutes. Oh, big elbow.
Takes his back now. Oh, and there it is. Was only a matter of time. That ground strike has cut him open.
Nice shots landing from the top position.
These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one. The ground strikes continue to pile up. Muhammad's back in full mount. Oh man, he's still targeting that cut, and it is getting worse by the minute. A series of punches from the top here by Muhammad.
Now he's got a good body position, yup.
Oh, now looking to posture up, and he lands a big head strike. Nicely done there by Belal Mukhammad. All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
Chimaev's eye looks so swollen now, you've got to at least speculate as to whether or not that is a fractured orbital. Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Muhammad.
Another strike gets through from the top position.
Muhammad's going for an arm here. Looks to me like he's got that submission close.
Starting to get deep. Looks like he's going to get the finish.
No way! He got out!
This is a guy that never gives up on himself. He was able to clear his head, defend the armbar. The fight was done. He lives to fight on.
All right, well, that blow is buffeting from that cut with each strike landed, and he continues to effectively target that area.
You know, we are talking about a guy with a super high fight IQ. So when you give him that blood, that crimson red is nothing more than something that inspires him to continue doing what he's doing. So you have got to change something. You got to get your head moving so you're not taking too much damage to that cut.
20 minutes down, 5 to go. All right, there's the horn signifying the end of the round, and he heads back to the stool, and hopefully he can stay in this fight because that is a severe cut that he's dealing with right now. All right, that's the end of the round, and you see the cut on the cheek. That thing is getting downright nasty. It is getting worse here by the minute, and you got to wonder to what extent does that impact him moving forward here in this fight? You at least have to ask the question. All right, back to the stools we go, and it's starting to look like a second mouth on his cheek.
Yeah, it looks terrible. I mean, the guy is getting hit with big shots. One big enough to open up a nasty cut on his cheek. While it's in a better spot, it still is very difficult to deal with.
Like if he absorbs another strike on that cheek, he might actually be able to eat through that cut on his cheek. I'm just saying.
He's got a big mouth.
Chimaev's elbow attempt here, that one blocked by the defense. Oh, nicely done defensively to avoid the double leg takedown there.
Oh, back and forth we go.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Muhammad's now dealing with a cheek cut. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Little judo throw there to take him down. High praise, I would think, from the Olympian, DC. Nicely done.
I mean, it was beautiful. The way that he stepped across, got his hips in and started driving into his opponent. What a phenomenal technique. Great position. Great knowledge of knowing how to manipulate someone's body.
He's having his way with him here. Oh, man, how much can one man take right on that already swelled area? Might need to call in the doctor here soon. Under 3 minutes remain in round 5. Chimaev's in half guard. Oh, big shots from the top. Muhammad's eye is closing up. Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities. All these actions, though, these big actions, got to wear on the gas tank of both guys.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Belal Mukhammad. Chimaev's cut is getting worse here. Man, is that bleeding.
And another one. Another strike from the top lands for him.
Close guard here. He's very comfortable here working off of his back, DC.
He passed the half guard.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Muhammad. 1 minute to go in the fight. These ground strikes are starting to add up. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Chimaev's eye is essentially swollen shut at this point in time. I'm not so sure they're not going to step in, Daniel, and stop this fight right now. Hard to be a one-eyed fighter in a mixed martial arts setting. Might get the TKO here.
Knee on belly. Postures up, knee on belly. He's raining down growling pound. He has to move or the fight is going to get stopped.
Well, he's going to enjoy watching this one back. Let's take a look at the replay of the knockout just a moment ago.
It was right hand after right hand after right hand. Finally, he found the one that hit the exact sweet spot that ended his opponent's night.
All right, we now go inside the octagon where Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 56 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Belal, remember the name, Muhammad.
All right, so he came in the best welterweight in the world. Nothing changes tonight. Congratulations to the still UFC welterweight champ.
He understands that he is the best fighter